Hey, it's time at Dish with D. That's me. Thank you for going this way, making yourself a priority. I am Denise. This is Slim. We are here to bring you everybody's favorite video, which is dear to my heart because it's your video. It's the one that you create. You create with questions that you subject me to answering. It is your weight loss questions posed. Posed? I guess that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know. Me answering as a Weight Watchers lifetime member or a person being on a journey for quite a long time. My experiences. Do you have to agree with these answers? You do not. This is just my opinion here. My channel, my opinion. You absolutely could say, D, you're crazy. Honestly, I, value your opinion as well. I don't know it all. I just tell you my point of view. So without further ado, let's get to the topics at hand, shall we? Thank you for clicking on this video. I think I said that. Welcome to everyone that is new here and welcome returning subscribers. I love that this is one of your favorite videos of the week because it is one of my favorites as well. Not really a question, but I took an unintended sabbatical and now I'm trying to get back and rein it in. Is it more of a mind thing than a food thing? Yes. Oh, 150,000%. Yes. Especially, I get the sabbatical. I do. Because there's nothing wrong with a sabbatical. There's nothing wrong with stopping, and they call it maintenance, but sometimes, sometimes we gain a little bit because we're used to eating a certain way. And when we cease to eat that certain way, our body reacts. When you start filling your body with unhealthier foods, and honestly, they're food. It's food. It's not like you're committing a crime by eating something that's not, quote unquote, healthy. Who's saying it's not healthy? Somebody that doesn't want to eat it. That's who says it's unhealthy. But for me, no food is inherently bad if you keep it within portions. But yeah, you definitely, your body gets right back used to eating that way. It's like, hey, I miss eating this way. I miss our overeating. I miss our eating all the gross, greasy stuff. We like it. As unhealthy as those foods are, it's the mindset goes right back. It's kind of like we're trying to create a new normal, and when we go back to the old normal, you get right back into that. It's like, how the heck does that happen? It takes years. Well, it could even be a forever thing. Some people can, be, on plan, and then all of a sudden it could be years and years and years and years and years. All of a sudden, just have something trigger them. They go on an eating binge, and they're right back, like, wow, how did this happen? You almost get in what I call like a brain fog. It's like you don't realize, you're in it. You're just like, you're seeing yourself from outside your body, like, what am I doing and why can't I stop myself? So I always find that's the time that you ask for help. That is the time you post in the Facebook group. That is the time you ask anybody that's around you, say, hey, I need some help. I'm drowning here and I just can't seem to get my funk together. And sometimes you might get that right person that will be there for you, that will listen to you. Like I said, the group is a great place because people there, you're going to find somebody who's doing their thing and ready to sit there and throw you that life preserver and say, hey, stop. Stop, look, and listen. Stop what you're doing, look around, and go. I always say clean out everything. If you've been on like a long sabbatical where you've compiled a lot of crap in your house again, it's like you have to get rid of it. If you have others that eat it, put it somewhere else that you don't see it. Give them their own little snack cabinet. That's what I do. Like, I don't have to look at their snacks because their snacks, still turn me on. Like, ooh, yeah, and that's normal to always want the wrong thing. But, you have to have your snacks so you have something to turn to. If you don't, you can say, well, I don't need anything. I don't need to eat that. Talk to me in a few months. See how long that lasts. There's nothing wrong with having low point chips around, low point cookies, low point bars, low point like sugarless candies, stuff that you need in a moment like that, at a moment where you're just too weak and you're going to grab that. That's why I keep my little Zero chocolate basket to the side. So if I need something, it's there for me. My little, those little crunchy things that I like. I don't remember the name of them, but I keep those. You see my chips. I have my Pitos, my popcorners, my pop chips, my Quest chips. I love eating them. Like when we have taco night, I bring out the Quest chips. They're 3 points a bag. I'm satisfied. If I don't have it, I'm not. And I'm not living on a diet where I can't have something. I just have to find something that's within that wheelhouse, that's within my budget. But yes, you absolutely can. You have to rein it back in, and it is a mind thing because your mind wants to go there. Because deep down, who doesn't want to eat what they want to eat? We all do. We all just want to grab it and eat it. But sometimes we just can't because some of our metabolism isn't that blessed. But yeah, you absolutely, it is, I always say this journey is 90% thinking and 10% what you eat. What is the brand of your collagen? I know I saw it in one of your videos and now I can't find it. I take 2 different collagens. I've been taking the Bellway Beauty Fiber, if that's the one you're talking about, the little, in fact, I'm going to be taking it in my vlog today. I'm trying to get back into I've been a really bad girl in the since before the cruise. I think the week before the cruise, I just started letting things go that I do, like my pre and probiotics, my fiber supplements, my greens. I just didn't take the time to take care of myself. And when I came back, I'll get to it. Well, here we are a month later, and I'm just finally this week getting back in. So I've been doing really good with my greens and back with my Bellway Beauty Fiber. The Beauty Fiber with Bellway, it's a little bit pricey. You can get it at some Targets. It has fiber and collagen in it. So it's kind of like a double dose because who doesn't need fiber here? I know I do. I need fiber. So I love the fact that it has collagen in it. And I take that once a day. I have the watermelon. But I also take the supplement that Motivate sent me for review, and I've been liking it. So I figured, what the heck? Can you have too much collagen? I don't know. I figure it can't hurt. So I do have those 2 that I'm taking. So I'm not sure which one you're referring to because they're the only 2 that I take. So it's either the Bellway Beauty Fiber and Collagen powder that I put in water, or it's the Motivate capsules. So if not, I will have Motivate linked down below for 20% off. I do not have a code for Bellway. I do not. But yeah, I know sometimes you can get them at Target. They're not cheap. Bellway costs about $27 a can, and it can only last you about a month. I mean, I like it. I don't take the recommended dose because I'm not paying for 2 cans a month. So I take half of what they say because it's expensive. I like it, but yeah, it's a little bit steep. Not gonna lie. I've missed a few videos. Are you only using Healthy now? If so, how do you like it compared to WW app and the difference in points? I am pretty much, I don't want to use the word exclusively because I am giving points because honestly, I know them. But I am making the Healthy app a priority when I track. I did get the pro version. I've had Healthy on my phone since 2013. I've had Healthy forever because that's what I tracked on for Weight Watchers. Now I will tell you, I do the Better Balance, which is the blue plan, the old blue plan, the freestyle. The points are very similar to this plan now. There's just a few that, as we know, off the top of my head, oats are a point higher. String cheese is a point higher on Weight Watchers. Well, actually, oats are higher on Better Balance. They're lower on Weight Watchers. String cheese is lower on Better Balance, but higher on Weight Watchers. Same thing with the pretzel thing. It's the algorithm is different, but for the most part, they're very, very, and you see, I try to show in my what I ate in a days, the both points I'll tell you. For the most part, they've been very in the ballpark. I mean, maybe off by 1, maybe 2, depends what ingredients I use. My 0-point foods are the same, except I do not have on Better Balance popcorn or fat-free cottage cheese, because that was not part of the blue plan. But it's very similar. And when I say I'm doing Healthy, I am following a Weight Watchers plan. It is their blue plan. It's just an older version of Weight Watchers. So I consider myself still on Weight Watchers. I just track in a different app. So yes, if that answers your question, I do find I do like it. I like the fact when you get the Pro that you get to see the macros. You could choose macros. You could choose like 4 different things. Macros and calories. I might be protein and fat. I don't remember off the top of my head, but there's different, you can have a secondary metric. I choose macros and calories. So I could see it because you're only tracking it once. So yes, I have to track my 0 point foods then because you need to have the macros in there. But for the most part, I like being able to see everything. I like to know what my protein is, what my fat is, what my carbohydrates are, because that's the things that I struggle with. So I need to see them, and it's just a good way of seeing what what types of foods that you're eating. So yes, I have been liking it very much. They were having a sale on it. I think it ended yesterday. That was $19 for the year. It costs you $30 for the year, but there's some healthy ambassadors that have a $5 off coupon for the year. Okay, so I do like it, and I can still consider myself Weight Watchers because it is a Weight Watchers plan. And I still have my app, so I'm still giving points for both. It is a bit daunting, I'm not gonna lie. It is daunting, but I'm waiting to see how things progress with WW, how they're going to treat the lifetimers in the future. I have just a inkling that they're going to throw the lifetimers to the wolves. I think they're just going to say, hey, we're done with you, no more free app. I just have that feeling. I don't know for sure. I've not heard anything. I just get this bad feeling. So I feel like if that's going to be the case, then I'm done. I'm giving them till next year. And then if that's the case, if they're going to throw away something I fought tooth and nail to get, I'm going to be done with them. But we'll see. I'm giving them a year. I am. So hope that helps. Good foods after being sick and losing my appetite. I say do things that are nutritious, like dairy is always nutritious. Grains. Stick to your food groups. Fats, there's nothing wrong with some olive oil. Avocado is a great source of fat. Nuts are a great source of fat. Dairy, have some yogurts with your breakfast. You can mix yogurt into anything. Make a dip with it, which I intend on making today. Grains, oatmeal, brown rice are great options. Quinoa are great options. Beans are great options. They're full of fiber. They keep you full. And they're like I said, they're just a great food option. Of course, your chicken, turkey, nothing wrong with beef. You just have to point it. Tuna. You know how many grams of protein is in a can of tuna? Like 28, which is a lot. That would be half of my day for my protein goal. My protein goal is around 100. Between 80 and 100 is what I try to strive for. I just try to keep it normal because I know it's something I can maintain. If I put it any higher, then I'm going to be depending on supplements. And the girl don't mind some supplements, but if I have to drink a protein, 2 or 3 protein things a day to get my protein goal, I just can't sustain that. I could do it for a while, but can I sustain it? And I don't think I can. So I try to find things like tuna are a great source of protein. Yogurt, Kroger bowls. Your Kroger bowl is over 40 grams of protein. So between the Kroger bowl and the tuna, you have almost your whole day done right there for breakfast and lunch. So definitely just eat the pyramid. Stick to your whole grains, your lean meats, your, like I said, quinoas, brown rices, vegetables, fruit. I always try to say, I don't eat fruit mindlessly. I feel like we never were allowed. Back, if you remember the exchanges, they only gave you 2 exchanges of fruit a day. So I try to stick with 2 servings of fruit. That's just something. Vegetables, have at the veggies. Make nice little veggie sides like for your lunch and for your dinner. So definitely get your vegetables in. So that's what I would do, and eventually you'll get your appetite back. But just keep it. Don't overeat to compensate for being sick. Like, oh, I need to make up, because you're not making up anything. You just need to keep it normal. D, calm these folks down about the sacred green dot that they seem to be going bananas about. Okay, relax. I have not gotten the green dot, just so you know. Apparently, there's an app update. And from what I heard, they're only updating the app in groups. I don't know what that means. I thought once the update is the update. I don't know. But apparently, when you put a 0 point food in, it's green. I don't know, green, that's interesting. This kind of sounds like Noom, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm just saying it sounds a little suspect to me. But my app has not changed over, so fear not. I have no green in mine yet. I would say give it another week. If you don't see a green, then go chat with Weight Watchers tech support, and they can answer your question. But yeah, like with anything else, they roll it out and kind of like, I don't understand how they group people. My app updated last week, and like I said, I still don't have a green anything. So just so you know, relax. I don't know what it means. It's interesting that it's green though. Is it because because if you know Noom, green foods are good foods. They're unlimited foods. So I'm interested that they would pick the color green. Well, green always means go, but I don't know. I just find it interesting. But yeah, relax. Your app will update in due time, and I'll let you know when my app updates. And if you want, I could contact them, but they're not. They're just going to say, "We already know everybody's going to get it eventually." That's what they always say. So relax. There's nothing wrong with your phone. There's nothing wrong with your app. Now, people have told me that you need to delete the app or log out, then log back in. I did that. It didn't change anything. So, but I'm just letting you know, you could try that and see if it helps you. I'm going to be cleaning out my closet. I have some smaller size clothes that I've been hanging onto for years. Should I keep them for one day or start fresh? And what if that one day ever comes? I say keep them. Hang one of them up. Make that your goal outfit. There was always something that I loved that was too tight, and I kept it. And it's definitely because it's something you can strive for. It is an end goal. You want to wear these clothes. So you absolutely keep them. And just make sure that they're not dry rotted though, because sometimes elastic goes on stuff. Yeah, I kept bathing suits, and yeah, the elastic was all crunchy. So yeah, I would say make sure they're still in wearable condition. Keep them. And once you go out of a size, ditch that. That is my big recommendation. I kept all my big clothes for the longest time. It gave me an excuse to wear them. Like, oh, well, I have clothes. I have nothing to wear now. So yes, get rid of the big clothes, keep the smaller ones. Give yourself incentive. Sometimes if you're having a bad day, maybe just go clean out that drawer and look at those clothes and try them on again. And that's going to be how you're judging, because sometimes we don't see it in weight on the scale. We see it in clothes, and that's why measurements are so important. And I wish I had done them in the beginning. But yeah, so I just did it in clothes. Like there was always like this shirt, and I think I wore a shirt yesterday in my rambling. I gotten it right when we moved here. I don't even know if I even had Timmy yet. I had Timmy pretty much right away. Or maybe he was little, but it was a floral shirt I remember buying it. It was at Kmart. See, something stick in your mind, and it was a large, and you always think that's going to fit. It didn't. And then I wasn't as big as I got. Then I was probably, I would say, I guess I was bigger than a large, but, and all depends on the store, how the sizes run. We know that, right? So don't get too depressed. So it just was not becoming when I wore it. Especially when you're bigger, you feel comfortable with something that's a little bit loose. Like you don't want to feel like all your rolls are showing, your midriff, spare tire, and all those rolls. So I didn't like the way it looked on me, but I thought the shirt was so cute and sweet. So I kept it and kept it and kept it. Well, that's probably last year. I found a bin of clothes. Steve goes, "Do you want these?" I'm like, I hadn't seen them in forever. I'm like, and that shirt was in there, and I put it on and it was too big. And I'm like, that's such a great feeling. So now I wear it. It is a little bit big. It's not as big as some of the things. I mean, let's face it, we keep some big stuff just to, we hide in our big stuff. Like people won't notice, you feel comfortable in larger clothes. You just do. When things are fitted, you feel uncomfortable. I think it's the old you. Remember how you felt when you had all those rolls. Now we don't have as many rolls, but it's still hard to put those fitted clothes on. It just is. We're still that chubby girl, and we still feel that way. I don't know about you, but when I go shopping, I still look at larger sizes. I take them in the fitting room and they're too big. Why'd I grab this? Well, that's just my mindset. My mindset still thinks I'm big. And then I go out and I'm like, oh my gosh, will I wear this? I got that little ruffled skirt, and I'm very self-conscious every time. I've only worn it a few times. It was in the junior department. And I often say, just because you fit in it doesn't mean you should wear it. And I feel that when I wear this skirt, it's just a little youthful. It has like 2-tiered like denim ruffles. I just thought it was adorable. I did. And I wear it occasionally to church, and I do feel very self-conscious in it. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be wearing this. This is not age appropriate. This is not an appropriate skirt. I always wear my long sweater, so I just feel very, and it's a mental thing, and yeah, maybe it isn't appropriate for church. Maybe I shouldn't wear it to church. Maybe that's the problem. But yeah, you have to keep things, and you have to keep a goal outfit, a goal clothes, because you want to fit in them. And yes, that day will come. You have to fight for that day. You have to sit there and dig your heels in. You're never going to be perfect. You're never, like I said, sometimes you have to strive for goals that are maintainable. I mean, some of us have these goals that we want to be X. I want to be this. I mean, you absolutely can do it. But is it worth the struggle? Is it worth living like, people will say yes, absolutely. I mean, you have to consider healthy over vanity. That's a touchy subject with a lot of people. Are they vain? Do they want to look a certain way? And that's society's fault for making us feel that we're nothing and we don't look good enough. And you have to realize that it's not me, it's them. Like, don't let their perception of how you should look affect anything. Healthy isn't a dress size. Healthy isn't a number on the scale. Healthy is eating better. And if you know you're eating better, but you're still not that size 6, that doesn't make you unhealthy. You got to live the rest of your life. Nobody wants to live their life on weight loss mode. Nobody wants to sit the rest of your life worrying about, oh my God, can I have that little bit extra? Can I have that piece of cake that's this big? Oh my gosh, can I finish that? I don't know. You want to enjoy your food. It's food, and food is meant to be enjoyed. It's not meant to be afraid of. Like, I don't, you'll see people that are kind of like, it's like they're almost, you can go from one extreme to the other. And I say that here because I've seen it. And it's scary because you can go from overeating to undereating, and that's not healthy either. Oh, but I'm a size X. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make you healthy because you're a size X. It's you got to make sure you're eating healthy, nutritious 3 meals a day, sometimes 2 more with snacks. I told you this a long time ago, and I always reiterate it. I worked for a doctor for pre-marriage, for it was 11 years. And we always would talk to our diabetic patients, and, a lot of them with their sugar issues. And sometimes they weren't eating properly because they were eating bulk meals. It's not healthy or good for your body to eat 2 big meals a day. You can't, it's harder to digest a lot of food. It's easier to digest smaller meals. So we would say 6 small meals, like 3 meals and then 2 snacks. So you're spreading it out. It's easily to digest. Your body, you're giving it a crap ton of food at once. It's just like, what? No, it needs time to get through that. And a lot of times people are tired after they eat because their body has to make you tired. Your body makes you tired because it's trying to process the food that you ate. And sometimes you feel like, why am I so tired after I eat? Because your body's trying to digest the food and it just can't. So it has to make you tired so it has energy to process your meal. So it's a slippery slope. Like, we want to eat less, but we also want to eat often. And that is a huge thing for a lot of people, and it is better. I mean, it's always easier not to go into your next meal starving. When you go into your next meal starving, you make bad choices. So if you have some veggies in the afternoon and some hummus, I'm not telling you to eat a veggie tray. I'm telling you to get a little bowl, put some carrots, put some cucumbers, put a little, like, tablespoon or 2 of hummus, and sit there and eat that. And you will feel so much more satisfied going into that dinner. You're not going to go in like a crazy person. Because have you ever gone to a meal like a crazy person? Like, you just, like, especially for going out. Oh, that's a real big one. You save everything because you're going out for dinner or whatever. So you don't eat all day. You just eat breakfast and you don't eat all day. And you go to that dinner and you're famished. So you just order whatever. You don't care. And I don't even know how much you even know what you ate because you just scarfed it down. Food is meant to be eaten slowly and enjoyed. Put your fork down, have a conversation, drink your beverage. Take your time and eat mindfully and eat it and enjoy every bit we get. We need to enjoy, because we don't get as much as we used to. So enjoy the food that's on that plate. I would like to learn how to use the YouTube app. I can only watch and like your videos. I am subscribed. Maybe other people would like a video on this too. I don't know what you mean by that. I like to learn how to use the YouTube app. YouTube app is only for watching videos, unless you want to record a video. So I don't know. That question is confusing. I like to learn how to use the YouTube app. I can only watch and like your videos. I am subscribed. I don't know what else there is really. If you're a YouTube subscriber, that is all you do is watch and like and comment. You can comment, but there's nothing like interactive with YouTube. And if you're having trouble you have to create a profile. I know a lot of people, I have many people that watch that are not subscribed because they don't want to create a YouTube account. I get that. But what's nice about having a YouTube account is you could have your favorites right at your fingertips. You don't have to search for them. They come right up. And you get to see when they upload and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure what you mean by how to use the YouTube app. That one is a little bit confusing to me because there's really nothing else to use. YouTube is just for watching, as far as I know. I mean, some channels have Patreon accounts. They have where you're to special. I don't have that. I don't have any special accounts or anything. I just have a regular channel. I've thought about it, but I'd have to make special. I don't have enough time to do what I do, let alone make special content. And that's membership based. I don't do that. That is where you pay a monthly fee and they make special content that's just for the people who pay the monthly fee. I do not have that account. I've thought about, like I said, I thought about it. Maybe in the future, I don't know. It's just something I toy with the idea of different things, and I just don't know if I have enough energy in me to do something special. Obviously, I'd have to cut back what I do here. I really don't think about it, but that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, sometimes there is on the YouTube. Let me grab the YouTube so I could explain that. If I see it, I'll be able to explain it better. I know some of us have on our account, when you see it more when it's live than you do. Let me just get this. Hold on, it's Wendy. She doesn't have it. Oh, that was the wrong one to choose. They have a thing at the bottom of their YouTube account. It's called, has a heart with a dollar sign. It says thanks. A lot of us put that on there. It's optional. You don't have to do it. It's a way of giving back to the YouTube creator. A lot of YouTube people put that on there. It's just a way of people who could afford to do it to say, hey, you know what? I want to give this creator, because what they do, we do basically, you don't get to pay anything. It's pretty much a freebie. So you could pay, I think they have a $2, $5, $10. I think it goes up. You choose the amount. And if it's, sometimes they do it on live. Sometimes, you see it there and you see it pop up and it gives them a little, during the live, it pops up really big and they get super emojis because they paid for that. You don't have to do that. That is just something people put on just in case people want to give back to their creator. And a lot of people have done that. So that's the only thing that I can think of that, I know some people also, but I don't have it either. Some people have in their description box, it says, buy me a cup of coffee. Again, it's another way for the creator to make some income. Again, it's optional. I don't have that. You could, if you want, it's like basically they put their PayPal down there and people just send them money occasionally. I guess people want to support the YouTube creator so they can keep creating content. But I do not have the buy me a cup of coffee. But some people do. I've seen it. Again, it's always, all those things are optional. Like the thanks, you don't ever have to do it. It's just there in case you happen to want to, but it's never, I don't really even talk about it much. I just put it on there in case, and some people see it and some people don't, and it's okay. I never try to make a big deal out of that because I know there's people out there, there's people that can afford to do it and there's people that can't. So I don't want to make the people that can't feel bad about it. So I don't really talk about it, but it is there you know, and it's kind of like even when people send you gifts, I don't mention them on air. I feel like it gives me a little bit of a, I don't know. I feel bad for the people that want to do it and can't afford to do it. So I feel like I don't want to focus on that. I just focus on creating my content. So I hope that answered your question. If not, message me and I don't know. We'll talk about it. So that is it for Wednesday Wisdom for Weight Loss. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up helps my channel. And when you subscribe, it helps my channel. When you comment, it helps my channel. YouTube is based on algorithm. Maybe this is the question you were asking. The more views you get on a video, it's better for YouTube. When you could have 1 million subscribers, but if you don't have people watching your channel, YouTube doesn't do anything with it. So subscribers are great in one aspect, but really they don't matter in a sense, because it's all about who watches. And the more views you get, it throws your algorithm up. So when you have a really good viewed video, YouTube pops it on another bigger channel's video as a suggested video. So those things help my channel. The more you watch, thumbs up and leaving comments. So I love when you leave comments. I try to answer as many as I can. Sometimes when it's a bad video like Saturdays, I just heart them because it's very painful to be answering. Like it's, you don't know what I'm going to say. So I just love your comment. So I try to love I try to love everyone's comment, because you took the time to make a comment, you're going to get a heart from me. But the difference, YouTube is all based on algorithm, and that is how channels grow. And that's how they get, because when they get shared with a bigger channel, there's more people that view it. So that is how, how creators create and why they create. And it's all about algorithm. Like I said, I could have 1 million, 2 million, 5 million subscribers, but if those subscribers are not watching, it doesn't mean anything. And there's ads that run through Google. Google AdSense is who owns YouTube, and they place ads. You see ads in the video. And with that, if you let the ads run, you don't have to buy anything. Don't hit any of the ads. If they run, the longer they run, the more revenue YouTube gives to the creator. So that is how we make revenue. We make revenue off of ads. Do you have to buy those ads? Nope. You don't have to click on them at all. If you let them run, that gives the creator a couple of pennies. And it's not a lot, but it is, it is a way of how they make revenue, how you make money on YouTube. And a lot of times it's through letting the ads run. It is through sponsorships. You'll say, hey, I'm doing a sponsored video. The sponsors send us a product. They pay us a small fee. They send us the product and we review it. And then a lot of times they give us a coupon to say, hey, if you're interested in this, here's 20% off. And I always say, don't buy anything that I have if you don't need it. Please, just because I like something doesn't mean you need to go and buy it. I am very transparent about that, and I'd say that every time I have something, don't feel the need to run out and buy something because I have it. If it is something you're interested in, you're thinking about, then that's different. But don't, D says it's good, don't go out and buy it because I say it's good unless you really, truly need it. But yeah, and that's the thing, like anything I show, unless I've said I've purchased it, it's been sent to me for review. And a lot of times I turn down lots of things. Oh my God, I turn down more than I actually take. There was a few doozies. I mean, I think I told you guys about the chocolate. I said on a live, it was a sexually enhancing chocolate. Yes, you took the chocolate and your libido goes up. Yeah, I turned that down. There was just some things I just won't talk about. So, and she was really nice too. It's like one of the few people that she was very nice. And I feel like, first thing, ooh, chocolate. And I read, I'm going, oh no, I don't want those chocolates. No. But yeah, anything that you see me present and it's a sponsored video, they've sent me the product for free for review. And I always make sure I try to get a discount for you guys. And sometimes I've given away the product. I've given away several of them if they really don't need it. I've given them away. So it's always good to know. I do have a couple coming up. But nothing huge. I haven't done another Temu haul. I don't know if I'm going to do that again. I like Temu, don't get me wrong. It gets to be too much though. I just don't want to keep every week. I mean, they want me to do one a week. I'm like, no. And she hasn't messaged me back. So I'm like, I'm not reaching out to her. So yeah, those are the few things, you know, like letting the ads run, that helps out my channel. You don't click on the ads, just let them run if that's what you're talking about. But those are the things that help out a creator. That's how we pay the bills. And now that I do this full time, every video that you watch, that's why Nora always says, I watch the videos for Bailey can eat. Because his food's extremely expensive. Yeah, Bailey has a special diet. He has the low fat plant food, so it's a little bit more expensive. So I appreciate you letting those ads run. I do. It does help out my channel. Thumbs up, and like I say, comments always help out as well. So, and sharing. If you share this channel, there's a share button, and share to somebody that's on a weight loss journey. It you know, the more we share, the more people will watch. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this video. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Join us here at Dish with D. I will dish with you another day. Goodbye, my lovelies.